All right, good morning. October 27, 2021. Wow. Okay, a lot to cover, a lot to cover here. Welcome to the Morning Brew, and let's see what's cooking. So, we're basically looking at where the opportunities lie today. What are the setups? What are the potential? What should we be looking forward to? So, a couple of things I hear. Let's look at the charts right now. Now, what we're looking at basically right now for my setups for today are going to be the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Russell. Now, this is the daily. This is very different, but this is going to give us an idea of where we're at as far as the swing on the dailies. So what should we expect in the 15-minute time frame? So as you can see that in the daily, this is the S&P 500. We are at all-time highs here at 4,600 was touched yesterday. So that is going to be the line in the sand. We had a nice rally off of the S&P right now. Recently, as you can see, MACDs. If we use the same format, we had a nice rally. This was a time to move up. We are currently coming to the end here. So can we break that 4,600, or do we need to take a little bit of a breather, a rest? Are we peaking? Does this need to pull back a little bit? What do you think? Right? So if it does need to pull back, let's see how that will affect us in the 15-minute time frame. Same here as the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq here is at boom. We are coming up to the highs of the head here. Nice little rally. MACDs are going up. We're currently maybe at the end. We still looks like we have some juice here, but can we break that? That's a key question. And what is going to make us break that? So, what news is out there pending? I'm not sure if there's enough news out there, but my ears are open and my ears are wide open. So are my eyes. So if you know anything, write in the comment. Let me know what do you expect that's going to drive this market up, if you think it's going to go up. Russell, we're like this close to go up to the highs here, and Russell is just going sideways. But nice little rally. Are we going to stop there? And the juice looks like it's coming to the end there. We might have a little bit more juice to push this thing higher, or are we going to consolidate and stay in the range here? Okay, so now this is the stance that we have on the dailies to give you an idea of what to expect moving forward. So let's move on to what we normally do, which is start with our about what 16, 20 stocks that we're going to cover right now. So let's check that out. All right, so let me get this thing out because this is a distraction, and let's dive in. So the S&P 500 yesterday. So we're currently right now the E-minis at 45.67. Right now we're at 45.74. So we're probably going to open up probably the same. Nothing's going to move there. So let's see what happens there. We're close to the 15-minute time frame. The MACDs are still pulling back. Is it going to bounce, or is it going to break? Is it going to break? How low is it going to go? We have a couple levels on the downside. We have this 45.60, and then we have this 45.38, somewhere in there where it can probably find a base. More than likely, I'm going to say right around here, this 45.38 level, and let's see what happens there. It doesn't mean that the market's it's going down. It just means that it's just pulling back. So let it pull back, let it pull back, let it pull back. All right, on the upside, you know what we have here. However, what's driving it up? I mean, we had a few earnings, and I'm going to talk about that a little later. Google was the earnings, and there's great numbers in there. We're going to dive in once we get into it. Nasdaq, same type of thing, pulling back, pulling back. What's going to happen at the zero line? Is it going to break here at the 15, at the 50-day moving average, or is it going to pull back? Um, Same as the S&P 500. We're going to wait and see what transpires here. Is it going to break? It looks like it wants to break, but anything can happen. So if it breaks down, it's probably going to pull back to 15,336, and it's probably going to drive all the techs with it. So keep that in mind. Now, the one thing I did notice yesterday was that the market was at all-time highs, and the VIX was high too. So that is a little bit of a red flag for me. So when the market is up, you want the VIX to go down, but the VIX went up. So little red flag, be cautious. Let's see what this market's going to do. We are at highs. We probably need to pull back, and I think that's what the VIX was signaling that. A pullback is imminent, and people were buying puts up there. But stay frosty. All right, the Russell, the Russell, same type of thing. 23.21. It stopped, it halted, and we're in this range right now. So let's see what it can do. You know, had a nice rally. Now the Russell might be the one that's gonna bounce off quicker because we're below zero. It looks like it probably is going to go a little bit lower, but watch Russell. It's much stronger than the other two. I think this one, since this one was weaker first, is probably going to turn around first as well. But I don't know. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. Now, let's dive in. So, market stance is we're probably going to pull back today, more than likely. What's going to drive it up? So, let's go into Google. Google announced earnings yesterday. Now, Google, I mean, they're destroying the market. I mean, they just made what $53 billion in just in maps, Google Maps sales, ad sales. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? That a 43% increase just this past quarter, just in that. So, and so could this be a next Tesla? Like, so what I've been noticing the theme, and I talked about this last week, was the play earnings is not it. It's this quarter. It seems like the play is you play it after the earnings report. That's the play. Like Tesla, like Netflix, like if you played it into earnings, you lost. The play was after the earnings report, and then it moved. Is Google going to move now? They didn't bring it up. I mean, when the Facebook, Snap, iOS issues, it brought everything down. The thing what I noticed, they didn't bring it back up. They didn't even bring it back up above 2,800. So, I thought it was going to come up at least above 2,800, but they didn't. So, is it going to go? Got monster upgrades today. Monster upgrades, same as Tesla. Is Google going to go? Key question, like Tesla. I don't know, maybe. Now the market's at all-time highs, right? So I showed you those resistance lines. There's a couple of headwinds up there, but is Google going to go? So are you ready? All right. So are we ready? Okay. So key levels here. If Google now is turn around here, if Google can take out these guys up here. There's bears at 2802, and there's a little sneaky one after the market closed yesterday. So let me see if I can zoom in on that one, and I'm going to tell you that level right now. There is a key level here at 2815. Now, if it goes, it's going to go. So 28, yeah, 20, yeah, right there, that level right there, 2815. If it goes, then Google will probably run, and it's gonna run, not it's probably sprint. All right, so watch it carefully. Okay, so could possibly be like a Tesla. So key level there is gonna be watch it at 2803, and then watch it at 2815 to really get it going. MACDs are running. I mean, they're turning, so we're looking good. More likely, what is it going to look like? We're going to watch it. So they're holding it right there. I'm going to set up some alerts up there and just keep an eye on it. So that's going to be the play that I'm watching today. All right. Amazon, not selling off, not selling off. Is Amazon going to produce some good numbers? They have a lot of headwinds, a lot of headwinds. I talked about this before. They have supply chain issues, the higher cost of goods, employment, wage issues. So is it going to go, right? And Amazon is sitting. It's literally just above the 200-day moving average. Is it going to go? We have a lot of headwinds up here, or are they going to drive it down? What is Bezos going to do to compete with Elon as the wealthiest man on the planet? The only option he has, Amazon has never split. If it splits, Amazon runs. So we're going to have keywords. If Amazon splits, it runs. Now, going back to Google, and I forgot to mention this. Google, now, they had some Apple. Everybody talked about this Apple iOS, rollout issue, that they're not making as much money. Snap said it. Facebook is saying it. Now, where did all that money that was going into Facebook and going into Snap, where did it go? Where did all that advertising money? Or is it going to go into Google? More than likely, think about it. Google's a bigger platform. If that all that money that was going to Facebook and Snap and all the other advertise? Is it going into Google now? Because if it's going to Google, then Google's 3,000. And that's why maybe we're seeing all the upgrades. Think about that for a second. Let that simmer. And if it's true, Google should be at $3,000. All right, enough. We're done with Google. Let's back to Amazon. Now, Amazon only play is what? It has to split. If it doesn't split, then it's done. Right? A lot of headwinds. But if it splits, then he's competing with Elon. Think about that. All right. This is the play here. What are we looking at to see if it's going to split? Let's see. If it splits, someone's going to know. And we're looking in the price action, right? Before the talking heads talk about it. So key levels here, 34.30 and 34.19. Watch those levels. MACDs are right there, right there. It looks like something big is about to happen. We're at the 50. Watch these levels, okay? Because if this goes, maybe this is the news that's going to break those markets high. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Like I said, this is the earnings quarter, all-star week for the quarter. All right, Tesla. Can Tesla run up? So Tesla, again, you got this 1094 up here. Okay, Tesla had a humongous run. You know, we had a run. We've been calling this since 900. Last week I said 909. Right now we hit almost 1100. So let it pull back. I mean, Tesla had a run. Is it going to continue running? We're not sure. Watch for the levels, okay? Because right now we are in FOMO territory. So, watch it. 1094. Let it pull back. Personally, I would like to see Tesla pull back, but you never know. Are they going to maybe keep it up here? So watch it. Now, ISRG, this one I called yesterday. It's moving, but it's moving slowly, kind of going sideways, chugging away. If this is your temperature, if this is the way that you feel most comfortable with these little plays, that's fine. Take the play. But remember, we always take the play near the 50, and when the MACDs are bouncing up to the higher side. Right now, I wouldn't take the play. MACDs are going down. So let's see what's going to happen at the 50, and then we'll know. Chipotle, they're driving this one down. They're taking it down. They're taking it down. Let it take it down. Let them take it down. It's going to come back up. Key levels are going to watch. They'll bring it back up. Now, I am noticing a divergence here. There is a divergence. So what I mean by that is that this low is these lows. This low is lower than these lows, right? So here's a MACD. If that's the case, this low is lower than that low. This low is higher than that low. That is a divergence. So watch for key levels. They might bring it back up above 1792. Above 1800, it's going to get it going, and it's probably going to get it going to maybe right there, 1856. Key levels there to watch. Okay. MicroStrategy, well, Bitcoin's going down. Duh, it pulls back. Guys, things need to pull back. Bitcoin hit 67,000 is high. Right now it's at 58. Let it drop. Let it go. Let it go. It looks like it's going to pull back a little bit more. This is not the week to buy Bitcoin or go long on Bitcoin. Let it drop. Let it drop. And then when it bounces, you get in. Okay, now, so MicroStrategy is going to go down as well. So watch MicroStrategy, Bitcoin. It's similar strategy. It's simple. Okay, Shopify had a monster run. Yeah, a lot of times locking gains. Let it drop. So I think with Amazon and all the other, those guys announcing, they're probably going to take these up. So key levels to watch. Now, wow. We have a huge level up here, huge level. So we got 1430. We got 1430 now. We're currently in the 1300 here. It's the 1374. So in a short-term time frame, if you want to play this, if you need to play this, then great. Above 1376, we got a headwind at 1387. It's pulling back, but I don't let it base. Don't enter Shopify. It's probably, let's see what happens at the 0 line. Let's see what happens at the 50-day. Could it go lower? All right, it's a possibility there. Netflix. All right, Netflix was a monster runner. We have a high here at 676. 676 is below the 50. Is it going to go lower? Okay, so just watch it there, or they're going to hold it up here. This was a movie that we did last week. Roku. Is Roku going to run? It looks like it wants to run. We have a headwind here at 333, and a bounce to the 50. If this can get it going, we're going to watch that. Remember, super hard at 350. Okay. NVIDIA looks like it wants to go again. It looks like it's winding up. Now, we do have a headwind up here. There's a lot of supply at 252. But if it goes, it's going to break. It's going to stall or go. I don't know. So keep that in mind and watch it. Mercado Libre, again, just like Shopify, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. This looks a little bit better. Let's see, it's got 1562 on the upside, and you have it 1584. Currently 1544. It looks like it can wind up, but these are the headwinds that's going to go. You can either wait for the break of the headwind, or you can trade them to the headwind, guess to the headwind. If it breaks, roll up. Simple ways of doing it. Okay, Apple announces today or tomorrow, I believe, but Apple looks steady. It's holding, it's holding, it's holding. I told you, this iOS rollout, are they getting the revenue? There's already been whispers that they're gonna have better revenues. Okay, so we're gonna see pre-market. Let's see if this thing can go in these 150. 150 is pretty hard right now. They're probably gonna hold it here, or is it gonna run? But let's see how it responds at the 50. And then let's see. Oil, easy trade, 228, 218. Waiting on news. Okay, let's move forward. Uh, what else we got? We got Goldman. Goldman is having an inside day so far, holding steady. Watch Goldman. If it goes negative, then the S&P is going to pull back. Affirm. This has been all over the place. If you want to trade this thing, it looks probably going to go lower. Let's see how it reacts to this 50 and the zero line. A knees to base. It's got a high number up here to really get it going at 162. It's about a 10 points. So just watch it. Let it base. Upstart. Same thing. That looks like it's going lower. Pre-market, what are we looking at? We're looking at 330 to really get it going. It looks like a little divergence here. Let's see if it can roll up. Keep another headwind at 356. HubSpot, still observing this. Let's watch it. Just seeing how it reacts, what moves, and the correlation with the other stocks. Moderna looks okay. Just waiting on news. This is a news event. See if they're gonna roll out with other vaccines and so forth. Just watching this. Travel stocks. Just kind of observing, booking. So that's all I have. Coinbase is actually going down, but that's all we have. Where's the VIX? The VIX is currently at VIX is currently at, this is the hourly chart. We're currently at what, 1597. It is starting to creep up. This is what kind of worrisome here. So if it starts breaking out these 1649, it's probably going to go to 18. But watch it, because we're not going to go up if the VIX is going to go up. It's just plain and simple. The 10-year note, this is nice, is going down. We like to see the 10-year note go down. That's great for VIX, for the text. So, again, a lot of things happening here. So I gave you some things to look at. Keep watch. It's 8:46. Good luck today, and hope you have a green week. If you want to stay tuned to follow up, make sure to stay tuned to the Market Pulse. If you like this, you like my things, my setups I'm giving every day, make sure to hit that notification button so you don't miss it. All right, so stay green, good luck, and we'll see you at lunch. All right.